Space travel has always rallied the people. On a macro scale, everything about space travel is exciting and new. But on a micro scale, some things are similar to how they're done on Earth. The laws of physics and thermodynamics still apply, even when you're far away from home.
Tribology is the scientific study of friction and wear, and we apply tribology principles when we're formulating lubricants to make sure that we can control friction and minimize wear. In space travel, there's a lot of vehicles that have very complicated hardware, very sophisticated, high-precision hardware. Many of those components need to be lubricated, so we need a lubricant that can perform in the harsh environments of space and that can perform over a long period of time, because you can't access those components to relubricate them, to maintain them, or to repair them.
In space, temperature fluctuations can be quite significant. For example, on Mars, at noon in the summer at the equator, it's 20 degrees Celsius. At the poles, it's negative 153 degrees Celsius. So lubricants that are used in space need to be able to continue to hold their properties and operate at extreme temperature fluctuations. Another very important property of lubricants used in space is that they have to have very low outgassing. Outgassing is the release of gas vapors from the lubricant into the environment, which will contaminate delicate instruments being used. For example, on the Hubble telescope, if a lubricant with high outgassing was used, the gas vapor would come off and condense on the lenses of the telescope, causing distortion in the images.
Friction is something you wouldn't think is a big problem in space, but repairs for the ISS or Mars rover are extremely costly and sometimes simply can't happen. Making a lubricant that won't degrade is key to our exploration of space. That's where Castrol comes in.
Lubricants perform several key functions. They include reducing friction, reducing wear, controlling corrosion, providing cooling, sealing out contaminants, and also capturing and flushing away debris. Many different components use different characteristics of lubricants in different ways. In most applications, the key function of lubricant is to reduce friction, and that's accomplished in formulating lubricants that separate surfaces of components that might be in contact with one another. In that way, we can extend component life and provide component reliability. So gears, bearings, slideways, actuators might use different properties of lubricants for different purposes, but ultimately a combination of those is what's required in order to protect components over a long period of time. So if equipment is not properly lubricated, you can get a wide range of operational problems, and these can range from overheating or increased power consumption to vibration, operational issues, and ultimately component and system failures. So this is especially critical for aerospace applications where the components can't be lubricated, and it's critical that the lubricant can provide coverage for those components over a long period of time through that harsh environment. So these lubrication considerations are critically important for all aerospace applications, but especially in manned flight operations, we really have to ensure that we've used lubricants that can perform the services that they're supposed to perform, protect the equipment, and ensure that the systems operate the way that they're supposed to. That's the only way that we can assure the safety of the crews that are involved in these missions.
Castrol's been involved in the space program since the 1960s. It was recognized very early on that the lubricants used in space needed to have a unique set of properties. That's when Castrol developed a line of perfluorinated polyether oil and greases that had these properties. Castrol's been on all the Mars rovers programs. We're on the International Space Station. We were involved in the shuttle program and many, many other space programs globally.
We've been involved in many different segments, many different industries, and are very much committed to making sure that we continue to advance the field of lubrication. At Castrol, we really believe that we help make it happen.